some of the most brutal betrayals that we've ever witnessed weren't in action movies or dramas, they were in cartoons that we grew up with. And we've collected the betrayals so nasty that it genuinely changed how you see a character forever. Starting off with the greatest show of all time, which not only has betrayals that hurt because they're shocking, but they hurt because you see them coming, and you still hope they won't happen. Anyway, Zuko betraying Iroh is one of those moments where you feel the show betrayed you too, because even we felt betrayed. By this point in the story, Zuko isn't the same angry kid that we met at the start of the show. He's lost, confused, and for the first time in his life, he's actually starting to listen. Just earlier, Iroh delivers his most iconic speech, telling them that chasing the Avatar was never really his destiny, that he needs to stop looking outward and start looking inward, that his life doesn't have to be defined by his father's approval.
I'm begging you, Prince Zuko. It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions.
And this isn't just empty advice, because it's coming from a man who has lost everything. We all know Uncle Iroh's story. We know how he lost his son, Lu Ten, in the same war he once proudly fought. And that guilt never left him. He knows what it means to send someone down the wrong path and lose them forever, which is why he refuses to lose Zuko too. So when Azula captures them beneath Ba Sing Se, throwing Zuko into the crystal catacombs with Katara, everything changes. For a moment, Zuko is forced to sit there with someone who's meant to be his enemy. And instead of fighting, they talk. Katara sees the pain he carries. She sees the scar, not just on his face, but on his life. For the first time, someone outside of Iroh believes that he can be more than what his father turned him into. Of course, she starts with her classic catchphrase.
The Fire Nation took my mother away from me.
I'm sorry. That's something we have in common.
Just a few minutes after his moment with Katara and his reunion with his uncle, who clearly used the Avatar's help to find him, he has a huge decision to make. And he makes the dumbest decision ever, siding with the person who threw him in the catacombs in the first place, and who has been trying to murder him for months. Not because he has to, not because he's being controlled, but because Azula offers him the one thing he's been chasing his entire life. His honor, his father's approval, his place back home. He chooses validation over redemption and turns his back on his uncle who fed him, protected him, and loved him when no one else did. Together, he, Azula, and the Dai Li have them cornered, causing Aang to enter the Avatar state. But Azula gives him a lightning speed delivery, and Zuko stands there. He watches it happen, he helps make it possible. Holding off Azula and the Dai Li long enough for Katara to escape with Aang. After he's captured, he doesn't yell at Zuko. He doesn't attack him. He just looks at him, and then he looks away. Zuko immediately regrets this bloody dumbass decision though. While Azula is bragging about the success of their mission, Zuko knows he's won, but at what cost?
It's taken 100 years, but the Fire Nation has conquered Ba Sing Se.
I betrayed Uncle.
No, he betrayed you.
It's worse when you realise that Iroh blames himself, just like he blames himself for Lu Ten's death. Just like he blames himself for letting Zuko speak out of turn at the war meeting years ago. The moment that led Ozai burning his face and sending him on a hopeless mission. In Iroh's mind, he failed his nephew. And in Zuko's mind, he failed his uncle. This one genuinely annoyed us because while others betray their close ones for manipulation or power, Finn betrayed his girlfriend because he was a bloody dumbass. The moment Finn betrays Flame Princess isn't driven by manipulation or survival, or even confusion. He betrays her for his own personal gratification. He's just freaky like that, and he doesn't mind losing his girlfriend in the process. In this episode, it starts peacefully enough with the two of them enjoying a quiet picnic together, just spending time like any normal, everyday human and flame couple would. And then Ice King shows up. Being his usual annoying, jobless self, Flame Princess reacts immediately, flying up and attacking him without hesitation, sending him flying to his sad and cold home.
clams!
Beating freaky old Trump.
At first, this just feels like another normal Adventure Time encounter. Hero fights villain, villain loses, villain gets no ladies, end of story. But that night, something weird happens. Finn has a dream. A rather freaky dream. In it, Flame Princess is standing over him, burning his ass. At first, it's terrifying, but then he realizes he's not scared. He's enjoying it, oddly enough. He feels happy.
My body is engulfed in flames! Oh, so good!
But then his freaky dream is short-lived as he wakes up, but he wants it again. That's where everything starts to fall apart. Because instead of questioning the dream like a normal person would, instead of confronting what it means, Finn becomes obsessed with recreating it. He convinces himself that if Flame Princess fights Ice King again, the dream will continue. So he stages another picnic, this time in the Ice Kingdom. And even she wonders why he'd plan a picnic in the heart of the bloody Antarctic. When Ice King appears, minding his own business for once, Finn makes Flame Princess believe Ice King is mocking her, provoking her into attacking him again. And guess what? She trusts him and acts on that trust.
What?
Yeah, it's in the tone of his voice.
What did you say to me?
What? What did I say?
It is in the tone of your voice.
This time, things don't go as planned as Flame Princess sort of loses this battle, even if it wasn't fair regardless. Finn thinks it'll suffice anyway, so he goes to sleep that night, only to have a nightmare. One where he's the one being frozen by no one else but the Ice King. And instead of taking that as a warning, he doubles down. Jake, being the ever-amazing advisor, makes Finn do something far worse. He writes fake letters to both Flame Princess and Ice King. Letters designed to hurt them, with words that only Finn could know how to use.
You're not funny, you're old, blah, 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 blah. Sincerely, the Flame Princess. P.S. Let us fight. Ah! Dear Flame Princess, you're just the worst. Your hair is bad, your feet smell like face cheese, blah, 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 blah. Let us meet up and fight Tommy. Sincerely, Ice King.
He delivers these letters to them, and they go full ballistic on each other. Flame Princess kinda goes overboard, and this results in Finn getting knocked out in his dream. Flame Princess is back to burning his ass again, but she goes overboard here as well, turning him into this gibberish-speaking midget and turning her back on him, leaving him forever. Finn knows that deep down, he betrayed her. When he finally confesses, Flame Princess is devastated. Not because of the fights themselves, but because the cruel words in the letters were things only Finn knew, private and personal things. He didn't just manipulate her, he weaponized her trust. And just like that, it's over. She leaves him, asking for some space. Finn basically betrayed the girl he loves and almost gets the entire Ice Kingdom destroyed because of some freaky dream. Such a dumbass.
But I said I was sorry.
You blew it, man.
The classic old Teen Titans. This one hurts on a completely different level. Because this isn't just a betrayal of a team. This is a betrayal of someone who trusted her with his whole heart. Mind you, Terra didn't just sell out the Titans, she sold out the one person who loved her the most. And watching Beast Boy go from the happiest guy on the team to a completely broken sad boy just because of her is straight up painful, yo. Terra is introduced as this awkward and nervous young'un who's trying her best to control powers that she barely understands. But the Titans accept her, they trust her, they treat her like family. Especially Beast Boy, who doesn't just see her as a teammate, he sees her as someone special, someone worth protecting, someone worth loving. But behind the scenes, Terra is already working with the edgy Deadpool wannabe Slade. While the Titans are celebrating her and giving her a home, she's secretly feeding that asshole everything he needs to destroy them. Their security systems, their weaknesses, their trust, all of it.
Excellent. You've done well.
While things are going real smooth, the dumbass bootleg Deadpool shows up to ruin everything. He reveals the truth that he was one of the ones who trained Terra. He was the one controlling her. And worst of all, she was the one who betrayed the Titans from the very beginning. She was never just their friend. She was his apprentice.
Beast Boy, it's the truth.
Terra, why?
Because you could never give her what she needs.
This really hurts Beast Boy personally because of everything they shared. Every laugh, every moment, every memory, all of it. It was all just built on a lie. He looks at her heartbroken and tells her the truth that she was afraid to hear. She doesn't have any friends.
You said you'd be my friend no matter what, remember?
Slade was right. You don't have any friends.
In Aftershock 2, Terra fully commits to Slade. She helps him take over the city. She fights the Titans without mercy. And when she faces Beast Boy again, he shows no mercy. Because he doesn't see the girl he loved anymore. He sees the person who betrayed him. The person who chose Slade over everything they had.
You have to stop me, Beast Boy. Please. I don't want to fight anymore.
Then don't let Slade control you anymore.
I have no choice.
That's a lie. You've always had a choice.
But the dumbass girl later discovers that Slade never cared about her. He never loved her. He only controlled her. And when she finally realizes the truth, it's already too late. She tries to break free. She tries to fight back. And in the end, she sacrifices herself to stop the destruction she helped cause. She saves the city. She saves the Titans. And most importantly, she saves Beast Boy.
Her name was Terra.
This betrayal causes maximum emotional damage to Beast Boy and causes him even more because he loses her in the end. Over to the biggest heartbreak of our childhood. This isn't just a betrayal. This is the betrayal. The one that emotionally destroyed millions of childhoods and taught an entire generation that family doesn't always mean loyalty. Scar betrayed his own brother in the most cold, calculated, and most evil way possible in The Lion King. And the worst part is, he planned every second of it. It starts with Simba, just as a kid who wants to make his dad proud. Scar approaches him all friendly-like, acting like the cool uncle for once, instead of his usual bitter and creepy jobless self with no ladies. He tells Simba about this gorge, saying it's the perfect place to practice his roar and surprise Mufasa. Simba, being the young, trusting dumbass, immediately falls for it. He runs down to the gorge, excited at the chance to impress his father. But this was never about helping Simba. The second Simba gets in position, Scar walks away and meets up with the hyenas and orders them to start a stampede. They drive a massive herd of wildebeest straight into the gorge, turning it into a death trap. So now Simba is trapped, a tiny little cub surrounded by thousands of stampeding animals, while clinging to a broken tree branch, screaming for help. When Mufasa hears about it from our favourite messenger, Zazu, he immediately runs straight into danger, jumps into the stampede, and fights through impossible odds, saving his son in the end.
Hold on, Simba!
But in saving Simba, Mufasa sacrifices his own safety. He barely manages to climb the wall of the gorge, already slipping. And then he looks up and sees his dear brother Scar, his family, his last hope. Mufasa begs him for help, and Scar responds with the most cold-blooded line in cartoon history. Long live the king.
Long live the king.
And just like that, Mufasa is gone. But Scar doesn't stop there. No, he doesn't. He finds Simba crying over his father's body, and Scar takes advantage of that pain. He manipulates him, telling him that the entire thing was his fault, that if he hadn't gone to the gorge, Mufasa would still be alive, and that no one would ever forgive him.
What will your mother think?
What am I gonna do?
Run away, Simba. Run away and never return.
So, Simba runs very, very far away, and Scar gets everything he ever wanted. He returns to Pride Rock and lies to everyone, saying that both Mufasa and Simba died in the stampede. With no king and no heir, he takes the throne for himself. He turns the kingdom into a wasteland and surrounds himself with the same hyenas he used to carry out his betrayals.
To greet the dawning of a new era, in which lion and hyena.
This wasn't just murder, this was betrayal, manipulation, and political takeover, all in one fell swoop. The evil scumbag didn't just kill his brother, he destroyed his family, he destroyed his kingdom, and Simba's entire childhood. In a single moment. There's a reason Scar is constantly voted as the most evil character in animation history. Because he didn't just take a life, he took advantage of trust. And that's what makes it unforgivable. Some villains betray you once, and that moment sticks forever. But Plankton is different. This tiny green jobless menace keeps coming back like Michael Jordan in '98. And SpongeBob is his favourite victim every single time. This is a whole cycle of SpongeBob trusting him, and then Plankton takes advantage of that and weaponizes his trust. And the worst part is, SpongeBob never stops believing in it. Plankton's very first appearance in the entire series, Plankton, he already shows exactly who he is. He's this obsessed loser who spends his entire existence trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula from Mr. Krabs and failing miserably every time. After getting caught and thrown back to the chum bucket like a piece of trash, he realizes something important. He doesn't need to break into the Krusty Krab. He just needs to break into SpongeBob. So, later that night, he approaches SpongeBob alone, pretending to be friendly for once. He uses the talk no jutsu on him, trying to act like they're similar, like they're both invertebrates, like they should be friends. He even gives SpongeBob a golden spatula as a gift, pretending it's just something friends do. But this is just bait, and he wants SpongeBob to trust him enough to hand over a Krabby Patty willingly.
Oh, a golden spatula, and it's even got my name on it.
It's a gift, and tomorrow is my birthday.
This time, SpongeBob immediately sees through it and refuses. He calls Plankton out, knowing he just wants the formula. And this right here proves that SpongeBob isn't a total dumbass. He understands Plankton is dangerous, but Plankton doesn't stop there.
You'll never get a Krabby Patty from me. Even if we are friends.
Oh, I'll get a Krabby Patty. And you're gonna hand-deliver it to me personally.
That same night, while SpongeBob is sleeping peacefully in his own home, Plankton sneaks inside his body. He enters through one of his pores, crawls all the way up into his brain, and attaches a mind control device to it. He literally takes control of SpongeBob's body, turning him into a puppet. SpongeBob is fully aware of what's happening, but he can't stop it. He can only watch as his own body betrays everything he stands for.
Yeah.
Time for a well-balanced breakfast. This isn't what I had in mind.
Plankton forces SpongeBob to walk straight into the Krusty Krab and steal a Krabby Patty for him. He doesn't care about SpongeBob or his feelings. To him, SpongeBob was never a friend, just a tool. And that right there, that's pretty much Plankton's entire character. He sees trust as something useful, not sacred. But somehow, it gets even worse in fun. Because this time, SpongeBob gives him something real. After another failed robbery attempt, Plankton walks home, like the failure he is, again. SpongeBob sees him, and instead of celebrating his failure, he feels bad for it. He sees someone lonely, with no friends. And SpongeBob, being SpongeBob, decides to try and fix that. He invites Plankton to hang out with him, catch jellyfish, and have fun.
I want you to come out and play with me.
What?
Play with me.
Plankton plays along at first, but he doesn't care about fun or friendship. He only really cares about the Krabby Patty formula. But something unexpected happens. He actually starts enjoying himself. For once in his miserable, pathetic, sad life, he experiences genuine friendship. For a moment, it looks like he might actually change, and even Mr. Krabs starts to believe it. But that hope gets destroyed the next day at the theatre. Mr. Krabs forces SpongeBob to check Plankton's pockets, and SpongeBob finds a Krabby Patty. The entire friendship was a lie. And Plankton uses SpongeBob's trust to get exactly what he wanted. SpongeBob realizes that everything they shared was just part of a plan.
I can't believe this. How long?
How long what?
How long were you planning on doing this?
Plankton tries to explain himself, but it's too late. He already made his choice. He chose obsession over friendship. And the saddest part isn't that Plankton betrays him. Instead, it's that SpongeBob still doesn't hate him. He doesn't stop being kind and doesn't stop believing in people. He stays the same. And that's exactly why Plankton keeps targeting him. Because SpongeBob's greatest strength is his kindness. But on the other hand, it's also his greatest weakness. In cartoons, we often lower our guard because we expect fun and toon force, which makes sense why these betrayals hurt more than villain moments, especially when they don't come from the villain, but from trusted people who learn to weaponize that trust. We've got so many more videos, like this one for example. How can you not click that? Also, don't forget to subscribe or I will find you.